Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. As you see, I have a video that is currently failing to upload. So I'm making a new video, hoping this one will upload. If it doesn't, I'm not going to immediately save. So let's just dive right in. Okay, so let's just... Oh, I accidentally did that. Hold up, give me a moment. Anatolia is going to conquer the rest of the peninsula. And Persia's gonna just conquer a bit through. Just do what it would probably should do. It's also gonna conquer up a bit. Meanwhile, there's Egypt. Egypt is gonna take some concessions from its puppet. Yeah. Seems like Egypt will be slowly erasing its puppets over time. And it has already erased one puppet. Meanwhile, Ethiopia down here is actually kind of moving out. They're exploring through their peninsula. And with oh yeah, also I learned what this lake is. It's, if I remember correctly, the pronunciation is Tanganyika. Anyway, yeah, they just kind of go ham with the movement, but there's no country that really knows of it. There's no country that can take advantage of it. So it can just sit there and grow while all the other nations kind of have to deal with problems. But now Anatolia figures out that, hey, Thrace exists. And Egypt finds out Greece and Italy exist. They all think they found something new, something that hasn't been done before. Oh, also they find, and what was it called again? Iberia. They also find Iberia. Oh, no. Now, but quickest to learn it's not a new thing is Anatolia, who connects it up with Persia's discoveries. Then Egypt finds Anatolia's discoveries, and they also see Italy and think, a perfect place to settle. Yes, bring all of our men. Well, not all of them. Bring maybe I don't know, an eighth of the population of Tunisia. I don't know, man. Just bring some people. We're conquering this baby. I also send down some troops into Morocco. We're taking that too. Yep, just keep on moving, keep rolling. And you know what? We haven't heard from our explorers down who went down to follow the Nile. Where even are they? Oh, there they are. Why haven't you guys returned home? We couldn't find our way. Whatever. I don't care. Oop, did not mean that. I don't really care, man. Just don't interrupt our conquests. We won't. Okay, now that we've had basically a full-on conversation between the orange tea between Egypt and some other nations, we can continue on. Yeah, Anatolia is gonna kind of go up. Oh, nope, did not mean that. And Anatolia is gonna go around and go up through this area before Persia closes in. and Persia begins to wrap around the Caspian. And with a bit more exploring, they find out, so this is closed off. We'll call this the Caspian Lake. Yes, in reality it is a lake, it's not a sea, cry about it. So they kind of just loop around it because, I mean, it's a pretty marketable place. Just a giant inland sea. Yeah, just kind of go from here to there to there, trade everywhere. But now, like, Anatolia is going to do some more exploring, and Orange still doesn't know if Italy and Iberia are connected up to the rest of this. They're kind of hoping it's not, because they kind of just wanted to be their own. But eventually some Anatolian explorers wander their way down to Italy. So Egypt, in a bet to try to win in more territory, in a bet to try to win more area, like to own, territory, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, wraps around the Adriatic and begins going down to try to see if they can link up with Iberia. Because if they can, they can get it. Oh, they found out they can. They're gonna dominate the entirety. They're gonna dominate the Mediterranean. The only one that can stand in their way is Anatolia. But really, they can't stand in their way, like, at all. Egypt has dominance over the Mediterranean. They have power. But yeah, with this, they're going on through, they're all exploring this new land, because, ooh, sweet new land, I'll grab that, thank you very much. The most expansionist one out of them is Egypt, who, now that I'm realizing it, is forming more and more of a Roman Empire. But we'll ignore that. I mean, their capital isn't Rome. They ain't no Roman Empire. Then Anatolia kind of goes through here, and I'm now realizing that we kind of have a Roman and Ottoman Empire at the same time. Like, we have an early Ottoman and, like, a kind of late Roman. But, nah, doesn't matter. Oh yeah, also, when I said in the previous, that if you guys watched that's that little video I made, changing up the map, I forgot to save, and wasn't gonna put in the time to remake that. So, no, we're not doing that. Anyways, Baltics are discovered. But then, the Orange make a spearhead out into Poland, because they want some of that Baltic coast. But here's the thing, they kind of immediately lose connection. So now there's just two separated parts, which I'm gonna make a Poland out of, because they ain't gonna listen if they don't know what to listen to. So now we have a Poland. But some Anatolians, fearing the Polish, go up north and quickly create a Russia. They want to counterbalance to Poland. So their best bet is go up north and make a new nation. And it works surprisingly well. Scarily well. To the point where Poland decides it needs to expand, and only making the situation worse. And yeah, basically tensions keep escalating because they're both scared of each other. But yeah, Russia decides maybe it should chill. I mean, like, they're on the same level, if not stronger than Poland. So they're fine now. Meanwhile, there's a little Germany forms in the leftover land, because really they have nothing better to do. But before they can do that, that gets taken, and actually they kind of accidentally beat back the Polish, and they just placed their capital there, right in the center. But now it's but a kind of North French state, a like Aquitaine-ish state, a East French state, and a Southeast French state pop out of Egypt, which Germany will take advantage of this weakening to get itself some Adriatic coast. But with this, we kind of have a Yugoslavia form. So yeah, basically Egypt's empire over Europe is crumbling. But they keep Iberia and Italy for now. Now, capital placement time. Boom, 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 boom. Now here's the thing, all four of these French states kind of hate each other. So that's not the best mix. Then, and like first, these two get, like in first, Aquitaine, these two are now in a standoff after they kind of just erased the others. They're like, East France, Southeast France? What do you mean? There was only North and South France. But the French, you are going to make a grave mistake. But North France is going to make a grave mistake, discovering the British Isles, which they're quickly going to decide, which they're going to go in, and quickly decide the people are too disgusting to be in, and quickly erase it off the earth of their maps. So like the British Isles were temporarily discovered, but then they realized, hey, wait, I'm coloring this real quick. But then they realized, hey, wait, the south bit of Ireland wasn't bad. We'll take that. We'll just say that's it. We'll say that's the entirety of the islands. We won't mention this big area where everyone has broken teeth and speaks really weird and thinks big rocks are monuments. Anyway, now that I've just absolutely dunked on the British, North and South France are going to decide, why should we fight? We're both France. And France they do. Then a little North Italy is going to kind of pop out. Then a North Italy is going to pop out of the Egyptian empire. Egypt seems like really it's gonna kind of just lose territories in Europe, but I mean, like, that's been happening all over the place. I mean, like, we have a Greece. No, wrong Greek color. We have Greece. We have a Greek state. And a Bulgarian, Romanian, Hungarian monster of a state that really is disgusting, and honestly, why would you even want that to exist? I mean, like, Bulgaria, Romania, Hungary. Hold up, let me check the state board. Actually, never mind. Bulgaria, Romania. Why would? At least it's not At least it's not Romania, Hungary. Then we have crime. Then we have a Crimean state breakout. And these empires are kind of realizing Europe is a complete loss. Let's just let it do its own thing. But But when when South Italy is released, when South Italy is released, they're released as a puppet state of Egypt because they still want to hold on to they still want to hold on to some power in Europe. Also, they just keep the islands. Then an Iberian state is formed. Not before France comes in and just takes a bit more land, but hey, they work out a land exchange to make that. Don't know why you'd ever want that. But then the French decide, maybe these islands aren't so disgusting. And decide it's time to conquer. Well, they still think they're disgusting. They just think, maybe we can fix them. Maybe we can fix their teeth. Fix their minds. Make them not be absolute idiots who think rocks are good monuments. I love trashing on the British. But also the French are disgusting and smell like frogs. I love trashing on the French too. We're gonna have Finland be discovered, Sweden, Norway. Like these areas kind of just get discovered. You'd expect, oh, some other nation must be doing this, right? Nope, they're doing this on their own. They've just done this on their own. They've decided this is how it's done. So, with a massive amount... I'm recording a video. I'm recording a video. I'm not watching a video, I'm recording a video.
Pause your recording.
That...
You already fucked it up by talking back to me.
I did this in the previous video.
Just open the fuck door. Mommy. And now you have to.
I can just set it as not for kids.
Open the fucking door, bro. What?
Yeah, I can just set this as not for kids. Also, it only immediately demonetizes your video if you swear in the first 7 seconds. Which I am 17 minutes in.
Open.
What? I can't pause a recording. No.
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 You're a liar.
I'm not. You took it all.
Alright.
Sorry about that. Anyways. Now. So. With it. Oh yeah, it's actually just the Swedes themselves. The Swedes. The Swedes are here, and they've conquered all of, like, they've conquered all that. Which I remember correctly, that area is like Fennoscandinavia. Anyway. Oh, I forgot to place some capitals down. Now, with, like, Europe, like, filled in, there's gonna be some exploration. It's India. It's Asia. They're going around. And hey, look. It's China. With this, they'll kind of actually just close off the path. Like, they'll close off the path to others. We'll close off the path over here. Close off the path to... And they'll just start closing off paths randomly. So, like, you might be able to find one of these civilizations, but you won't find them all. Yeah. Honestly, that probably will be pretty effective, closing off the paths. So they're gonna form a few nations in like a little Indus Valley nation. South India. This little like Myanmar Burma place. Manchuria. And China will like kind of form, but I mean like China will be China and not be one for most of its history. So there's one China, there's two Chinas. And there's three Chinas. Wait, no, too similar of a color. There's three Chinas.